Good morning, happy Tuesday, happy first week of medical school. Yesterday was actually our very first day, but you really didn't miss much. We just had a couple of hours of classes, barely any new content, mostly like introductory and wellness stuff. Today is a much longer day. We have class like all day, but still mostly easing us into it. It doesn't seem like a lot of like hard medicine content. And then the org fair is right after classes today at 3, which I am very excited for, and I will catch up with you after that. Alright, I am home now. Today was the best day by far. It was very fun. We had classes like all day. Most of them were just the principles of clinical practice, I think, where we just get like an overview of some general like healthcare system things, but we also had our first real lecture, which was our intro to OMM, and we have our first lab for that tomorrow. I need to do the pre-lab. It's mostly like a history of OMM, but it felt like doing some real medicine stuff, so that was really fun. And then we had the org fair, which was wonderful. I signed up for maybe every single org, not quite, but almost. And I'm just really excited to get involved here and to meet new people, and a lot of them in medical school are like specialty interest groups, and I'm excited for them to help me decide what specialty I for sure want to do, because I'm leaning towards emergency medicine, but you never know. I could change my mind again. I've changed my mind a million times so far. I am now about to eat some dinner. I heated up the leftover Cheesecake Factory that we had yesterday because we went there as a celebration for my very first day of medical school, and then I will get to doing some other stuff. Hello, happy Wednesday. It is like 7 p.m. now. This morning we had our very first OMM lab, which was really fun. We mostly practiced surface anatomy and palpating different landmarks. Most of what we've done this week has been very overview, so it was really fun to do something a little bit more clinical, that it felt a little bit more like we were actually in medical school. I did unfortunately end up with a really bad headache by the end of the day, so I just came home and took some Advil, napped. Jacob just made us dinner, and we are about to take Layla to the dog park, and then I will get back to studying. Alright, I think I'm going to do my Anki cards now. One of the things that I obviously need to figure out within these first few weeks is how I want to study. I found a pretty good routine during the SMP, but I was still kind of burnt out by the end of that, and I want to find something more sustainable since I'm going to be here for 4 years and not just 1 year. I did get really sick of Anki during the SMP, but it is such a good tool that I still want to use it, but kind of limit how many cards I'm doing a day more so, because there were days when I was doing like 1,500 cards in the SMP, and that is just too many. So I'm gonna try to be more picky about what I make into flashcards, and then have more time for like practice questions and making sure that I really like fully understand the content. So for now, let's do Anki. I think next week will be a little bit more figuring out how I'm gonna study, since we haven't gotten very much actual testable content this week, but let's get back to work. Good morning, happy Thursday. We are almost through our first week of medical school. At my school, we often have Fridays off from classes, and so it's just a free day to potentially do research, catch up on studying, whatever you want to do with your Friday. And so tomorrow we don't have anything required for school. Today we do have a few more feels like real medical school type classes. We have a lecture, I believe, on rashes, physical examination, and history taking, which is why I'm in scrubs. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to wear scrubs for that. I brought some backup regular clothes in case I'm completely wrong so that I can change. And then we have Narcan training and getting set up with counseling services, because I anticipate being a little bit stressed out, so just want to get ahead of that this year. And then after that, maybe I should finish unpacking, because I know that this looks a little messy and I should probably get the apartment completely set up before med school gets too hard. But anyways, I'm gonna head to campus now, and I will see you guys later today. Home now, made it through my very first week of medical school. It is so nice to be somewhere where we have some Fridays off and have these automatic 3-day weekends like this weekend. But classes today were really good. They felt much more like actual medical school again. I think that we're kind of transitioning into the real medical school and out of the easing into it period. Although next week feels like a pretty good mix of easing into it and actual medical school, so that should be nice as well. And then we don't even start biochem until week 3. So I think this whole kind of first month should be not like the worst, hopefully. But I added up and we spent about 14 hours in class from Monday to Thursday, so I think that's like pretty regular for the kind of schedule that we're gonna have here, so not so bad. Still plenty of evening time to study. I'm sure it won't feel like quite enough once the classes get a little bit more intense, but for now, I am about to head out to this Thursday nights thing where some local restaurants, you get like tickets and can try different food from different local restaurants, which should be very fun. And then this weekend we will do a lot of fun stuff since it's kind of my last free weekend before med school really sets in, I think, but some studying just to make sure that I'm staying on top of everything. So let's head to that Thursday nights thing now. Good morning, happy Saturday. It is still so weird to see myself with straight hair. I got a haircut yesterday and she did such a good job, but she blow dried it, which I never do on myself, so I'm still like getting used to it. But anyways, today we are going to have a very classic, productive Saturday. Some cleaning, some studying, some getting organized. My plan is to alternate between doing a school thing and an apartment thing until I am done with all of that. It is 10 a.m. now. This is my little to-do list for the day, so let's get to work. Alright, I'm taking a little lunch break now. It's gotten kind of rainy and gloomy out and I want to start rewatching Gilmore Girls so badly, but it's not the first day of fall for like another month, so I'm not gonna let myself. I think I'm gonna watch Twilight instead and kind of leave that as background noise while I keep cleaning and whatnot. Alright, it is like 8:30 now. We made it through most of the to-do list. The rest is gonna have to wait till tomorrow. It just takes so long to unpack and organize in a new apartment, but I feel like we're really pretty much there. Thanks so much for joining me for my first week of medical school, and I will see you in the next one.